Igbos are the problem in Nigeria. The Igbos are the most greedy set of people in Nigeria. They are the cause of all the problems we have in Nigeria. If not for the Igbos, Nigeria would have been better by now. If not for the Igbos, Nigeria would have gone far by now in terms of greatness, in terms of political strength, in terms of military strength, everything. The major problem we are facing in Nigeria right now is because of the Igbo culture and the Igbo people and everything about the Igbo. In fact, the Igbos are so desperate for money.
Please, YouTube admin and also the robot. I have no right to the copyright of the background music that being played on this video. So please take note. I have no right to the copyright of it, and I'm not intended to copyright anybody's content. So please take note.
People are so desperate for money that without money, they cannot do anything, they cannot accomplish anything. They are willing to sell themselves, sell their family, sell their brother, sell their sister, sell everybody to get this particular money. If this is the mindset that you are having in 2026, I'm wearing this black for you to mourn your stupidity. I'm wearing this black for you to mourn your foolishness, because it's like you guys have forgotten history. Now, let me give you some bullet points. After the war in 1970, since it will not get sense for this country, bank savings wiped. Number one, listen, regardless of how much money an Igbo person had before the war, banks paid a flat 20 naira, not be 200, not be 2,000, not be 20,000, not be 200,000 naira. A flat rate of 20 naira to everybody, whether you be billionaire. 20 naira is what was given to the Igbos. Number one, that's number one. Yes, they painful. Number two, abandoned property losses. Homes and businesses owned by Igbos outside the southeast, especially in Port Harcourt and Lagos, were declared abandoned and reassigned to others. The property when we say Igbo people built, they reassigned it to others. They declared it abandoned. Say, oh, this property is abandoned. And they dash other people. You hear how painful that is. Number two. Number three, loss of job and rank. Igbo civil servants, soldiers, and professionals lost their positions of seniority and had to restart careers. The Igbo people where they see today, they lost all their rank in their government office. Maybe if they grade 16, you go back to grade 0. Go and verify. That's number three. Number four, destroyed homeland. Of course, I don't need to explain that one to you. You know, 3 years of bad boats, everything leveled to the ground. Number five, limited state support. There was no reconciliation, no rehabilitation, no reconstruction. They were just abandoned. Now, what happened next? Instead of the Igbo people to be wailing, instead of them to be crying, instead of them to be mourning till now, this was what they did. They rebuilt through trades, apprenticeship systems, and entrepreneurship. They rebuilt from nothing, from 20 naira. They rebuilt. Two, they re-established commercial hubs like Onisha and Aba. They said, no, we are business people. This cannot be our end. They re-established themselves.
As you are watching, please share, like, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing. Follow us on all our social media handles. Enjoy the rest of the news.
Number three, they gradually gained economic influence without state-backed restitution. Without the support of government, they came together and they rebuilt. And you will not say an Igbo man is desperate for money. Are you out of your mind? This is a culture that they have been marginalized from the beginning, and they don't even know their place in this country as at right now. In fact, they have made it clear to them over the years that there is no hope for them to ever rule again. And you don't want them to align themselves. What if something happens to them again? Are you the one that is going to feed them? Are you the one that is going to provide for their families? Now let me tell you something about the Igbos that you don't know. I'm not an Igbo person. You can see my picture there. I be a Igbo person. I'm an Esa man. But listen to me. When one Igbo man is eating, many Igbo men are eating. As in the chop, Apprentice they chop. Apprentice families they chop. Igbo men don't move alone. Igbo men don't eat alone. Igbo men don't hide their sources. They show and say, oh no, money don't enter from this way. Oh. Make una come enter. Make una come, that is any Igbo man when I see. Forget that no people, that's what they tell you. Oh, this business, money they inside to the same ties. Once you do important like this, you will say sometimes from the break. They will advise you to enter the business. Only Igbo people, we have no shop, no nothing, but you can be a big businessman as far as you have this Igbo man. My Igbo brother, they set ties. You say feed the set ties. After I they set ties. I want to tell Kato, no way, make I carry you go my shop. You can enter any Igbo man's shop and say the Igbos are the problem.
That is the end of the news. I would have said, let us continue again and again, because this message, I can watch it over and over and over again. It can never get old. Yes, some people might call it cloud chasing. Some people might call it, what would I call it? A kind of looking for engagement or finding for engagement. Yes, it might be so. Because a lot of people now have beckoned on the what would I call it, on the weakness of the Igbos, because Igbos are too emotional, due to we are still nurturing the wound of the Biafra war. So some people capitalize on that now to use the Igbos to make content and cash out. And I go see here more of this message at the next side. Let me quickly borrow the words of this our brother from Asan, as he chose to call himself. He says, and I quote, that if you are still thinking that Igbos are the problem of your country called Nigeria in this 2026, that your medulla oblongata need to be examined one more time. In fact, you need a psychiatric checkup, or rather you need to visit a psychiatric hospital to have a kind of what they call a brain assessment. Yes, everything this guy said on this video is truth and nothing but the truth. You have watched it and you have heard everything by your own self. Let me not blow that trumpet by my own self. Let me also go to the comment section, because I have somebody who by name, he say his name now Samuel Ojo. I don't know why the people from this side of that country, I don't know why they don't usually have brain. Look at what the guy said before I lay my own comments, because if I know, I want to update. I told Saya here. I want to drop our own based on our own brain assessment. So even we self, we need also that brain assessment too from the hospital. Okay, look at what the idiotic Samuel Ojo said. And you know where he come from. Once you hear Ojo, you know where he come from. He said they gave them 20 naira. Do you know how much the 20 naira worth as at that time? Who sent them to war? Ojukwu deceived them to collect their money to sponsor war. They had their property back in the West. Whatever it happened to them, they are the cause of it. So I don't pity them. These are the people, even common communal or communal clash. This region never experienced anything. The only time they're supposed to experience this is during the time of Afonja. But they betrayed Afonja, and Afonja laid curse on them. Afonja stood to fight for fight against the what would I call it, the invasion of Kwara State today, Ilorin, the place you know as Ilorin, because that is a Yoruba land. He stood and fight, but his own people betrayed him, and he have to lay a cause why departing this earth. I may now be correct with the story, so you can as well help me at the comment section to complete the story, because I never found time to go to Google to read about Afonja and his escapades. But that's by the way. A lot of people reply to this Sunday Ojo. This Bros J's blog, that is a man who posted it. He said, really, kindly tell me what 20 naira was worth then. This one is not a matter of Ojukwu collected our people's money. No, this one is the matter of after the war ended in 1970, January precisely, if I'm not mistaken. They were called because then we are using pounds. So they were called to bring their money. And according to the information and a reliable research shows that Biafran pounds is more a kind of in value than that of Nigeria. Nigeria naira, if you don't know. Or maybe they are using pounds as of that time. Their currency is what is really confusing me here. So please, don't get it twisted. I'm not a child of history. In any way I make mistake, based on the little my brain can carry me, you can as well help me at the comment section. But I'm very sure that what was given to our ancestors, our fathers who survived the 3 years, you know what you call 90 days of war, bloody war. They were taking, they were told to bring all their millions and billions to the bank to change so that they can be reintegrated into the Nigerian society, which they did. What did the Gowon and Awolowo did? Awolowo is the one who is told, because then, according to the information, he was the Minister of Finance. He instructed Gowon, who is the then head of state, to give these people 20 naira so that we can use them as our slaves, as our captured people. And Gowon did what? He concurred and gave us 20 pounds. So that is what a Yoruba bastard baboon is here telling us, that do you know the worth of 20 pounds? If he didn't dare, according to the file you send of Arise TV. What are we saying? You are telling me the worth of 20 pounds, that I carry millions of pounds to the bank to change for me to go back to my home with my own money. Rather, you seize the money and give me 20 pounds. They just want, let people just collect these 20 pounds, let them just go and die. As we are not able to eliminate them using the hunger and also the fighter jet, let us squeeze them more by seizing their money. Do you know what it means? That I carry my millions and billions of pounds or naira now. Okay, this present day Nigeria now, maybe say, okay, like during the time they do the what they call it, naira design during the time of Buhari. So somebody will carry millions now. So okay, I want to change my money to the new currency. You seize that money, maybe a bag that is filled with money. Let me change it to the new currency. You know what he did? You have to seize that money. Maybe he came with 100 million. You seize it and then you give him 1 million. Which, you know, in this present day Nigeria, 1 million naira. Even all this all this high grade akuna that our politicians are spending our money on. If you give them 1 million naira as a hustler, as a businessman, my brother, they will laugh at you. Whereby Alhaji are paying them $1 million and you are paying 1 million naira. So the person who went to 100 million naira, you gave him 1 million naira in the present day Nigeria, which you know that he cannot buy anything. That's exactly what happened during the 1967, during the 1917 when the war ended. And now somebody is here to justify it, that what his brother did, Awolowo, is in good conscience, and say, who sent us to war? According to the war, I don't want to go into the details now. Awolowo attacked the Igbos. Awolowo and Yakubu Gowon attacked the Igbos before Ojukwu before they convened that meeting in Enugu. In that meeting is when the indigenous of Biafrans, not even Ojukwu's plan, they said, if you cannot declare us an independent Biafra so that we can fight this fight once and for all, then you have no reason to become our leader, before Ojukwu agreed to declare the independence of Biafra. But nobody will tell you this story. They will cut it out and tell you that Ojukwu deceived the Igbos to go to war. Ojukwu never take Igbos to war. Nigeria invaded Biafra land. Nigeria brought war to the doorstep of Ojukwu, and what they expect him to do? To fold his hands and watch our people being slaughtered like animals. There's pogrom in the north, whereby over 1,000 plus of Igbos are being beheaded, and all their heads being put in a calabash, loaded into train from the north coming to the south. Not because, the people of the south are expecting maybe people who ordered goods and the ones who is coming back, who went to the market, only for them to be opening calabash. What they are seeing in the heads of the Igbos, rolling in numbers. Yakubu Gowon could not stop it. All his cabals could not stop it. And then Ojukwu said, enough is enough. On Aburi Accord, I stand. The idiotic man that called himself Yakubu Gowon, the then head of state, have the temerity, the gall, the nerve to come out to tell us that what happened when they returned from Ghana, why he could not continue with the Aburi Accord agreement, is he have a serious headache. God have mercy. You have a serious headache. But to agree on accord that you people reached in Ghana, but you don't have a serious headache by unleashing armies and zombies to be killing innocent Biafrans for nothing's sake. You didn't have that headache. It is well. Okay, brother said, okay, a lot of replies follow this, so we are going to read the response because please, few more comments and we'll round up. My brother, don't mind the guy. Okay, let me see. Vincent said 20 naira of then is more than 20 million of today. I can remember my uncle told me he buy his land in Magodo in 1980 to 13 naira. But that land worth 80 to 120 million naira of today. Omonna Agonna said Vincent Friday, so ignorant. Do you think that Nigeria can afford to give everyone in small village 20 naira each today? 20 million naira each today? 20 million naira is a lot of money. You tell me 20 pounds in 1970 worth 20 million naira today. How can people reason? What was the exchange rate as of then? Say what 20 million. Oh, God have mercy. Don't be said 20 pounds, not 20 naira. Reason with sense. Vincent said, now waiting the idiot talk. Waiting the idiot talk. Okay. Otto Project said, I dare you to prove me wrong. Ifeanyi Izukwe said, you dey talk about our past. Tears they drop for my eyes. We in the Igbo don't too suffer for this country. My people, now here we will take a break and I hear my voice again when I come back. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. Catch you next time.